Hello everyone and welcome back to Make Your Mind. This is the latest of my SCP-based sculpture showcases. And you probably noticed this right here in the middle. This is a part of the SCP that I'm going to be talking about today. For you find these wherever this SCP goes. This SCP is one of the more unique and also what could be described as the scariest of all of the SCPs. I mean, I would say 173 is definitely up there, but this one, to me, this one is scarier than 173. But the SCP we're going to be talking about today is the Old Man. The decomposing human who creates pocket dimensions and hunts for wounded prey, and that is SCP-106. This is, I guess this would be my depiction of SCP-106. As you can see, SCP-106 is... Look at the stuff he has dripping down. SCP-106 is, to me, one of the scariest, because when you see him, he looks like a decomposing body. He looks like an old man with a massive smile and these sunken eyes and these little dots that look like eyes. And this creature is able to travel between dimensions, and it actively hunts you as the player. And one of the most incredible things about this is, you see this? It's a type of material. It's almost like sludge that you see wherever it walks or wherever it goes. This is basically what it secretes. And this sludge allows it to walk through floors, it can walk through walls, and it will chase you endlessly until you reach a certain part of the map where you can't really even be chased anymore. But SCP-106, this SCP is one of the most, I think, is more terrifying than 173, in my opinion. Because 106, as you can see, he's got this shirt that is just torn in tatters. And he has that weird sort of mucousy sludge material that comes off his body that he uses to travel directly through walls, to run after you, and to basically hunt you down. And there is a chance to contain SCP-106, but I'm not going to give away any spoilers when it comes to doing so. You're just going to have to play the games and find out for yourself. You can stop 106 from chasing you, but I'm going to leave that for you to find out. But here's a little bit of information. SCP-106 appears to be an elderly humanoid with a general appearance of advanced decomposition. This appearance may vary, but the rotting quality is observed in all forms. SCP-106 is not exceptionally agile. He doesn't move very fast, but will remain motionless for days at a time waiting for prey. Now, he doesn't actually consume these bodies or the people or things that he hunts. He hunts them, and then he basically sends them to another dimension in order to be tortured, which... that's even creepier. Just that smile. It's an old man just chasing after you, coming for you. Let's see here. SCP-106 is also capable of scaling any vertical surface and can remain suspended upside down indefinitely. When attacking, SCP-106 will attempt to incapacitate its prey by damaging major organs, muscle groups, and tendons. Then pull disabled prey into pocket dimensions. SCP-106 appears to prefer human prey items in the 10 to 25 years of age bracket. So he's a creepy old pocket dimension man. That's so unsettling. SCP-106 causes a corrosion effect to all solid matter it touches. That's what this is. Engaging in physical breakdown in materials several seconds after contact, this is observable as rusting, rotting, and cracking in materials. And the creation is a black mucus-like substance, which is this here. Similar to the material coating SCP-106, as you can see, it's dripping off of his body. It's coating all over him. This effect is particularly detrimental to living tissues as it assumes to be a pre-digestion action. It's presumed to be, because SCP-106 has never actually been seen to consume any of its prey. It's only been seen to hunt and then eventually attack. Corrosion continues for 6 hours after contact, after which the effect appears to burn out. So it doesn't completely consume you, but it does. But the substance itself, it affects you for up to 6 hours. SCP-106 is capable of passing through solid matter, leaving behind a large patch of its corrosive mucus. SCP-106 is able to vanish inside solid matter, entering what is assumed to be a form of pocket dimension. Now, in the game, when you actually get sent to the pocket dimension by 106, there are mini games that you can play, whether you have to dodge swinging objects, or there's also this massive creature that flies in the air, and you have to basically not look at it while running through what looks to be almost like a World War I battlefield. The dimensions are so crazy that this creature is able to do. And I say creature because this thing is way different from a human. It's way different. SCP-106 is able to vanish inside solid matter, entering what is assumed to... Okay, I'm reading that again. SCP-106 is then able to exit this dimension from any point connected to the initial entry point. Examples: entering the inner wall of a room and exiting the outer wall. Entering a wall and exiting from the ceiling. It is unknown if at this point of the origin of SCP-106 or a simple lair created by SCP-106, which is possible. It could be a lair. But when SCP-106 is contained within its containment, it can't actually access what that layer actually is. Limited observation of this pocket dimension has shown it to be comprised mostly of halls and rooms with data expunged. I love that thing about the SCP. The activity can continue for days, with some subjected individuals being released for the express purpose of hunting, recapture, or data expunged. So yeah. Watch out for SCP-106, because he will never stop hunting you. He will never stop. And he will throw you in one of his pocket dimensions, and he will get you. But with that, that's the end of the video. If you like videos like this, don't forget to leave a like down below, and remember to subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, so you don't miss the next video. Like I said, I've done a few of these SCPs already, and I'm going to be doing quite a few more. Like I said before, SCP seems to be getting a little bit of a resurgence, and I certainly have resurgence to it, especially when they brought back the new game on the Unity engine, and they're bringing back a couple of others, so I'm definitely getting back into SCP. It's a lot of fun. And with that, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see all of you on the next SCP-based Sculpture Showcase.